Good day, everyone. This is Kelly with The Well Life, and today I'm going to keep talking about the habits that I have listed here on my handy dandy little pyramid. And we've talked about think well and sleep well and move well. And today I'm going to talk about eat well. And really, the main importance and emphasis that I make to my clients when it comes to eating is just to be mindful and aware of the foods that you're eating and how they make you feel. So it's really just being in a good relationship with the food that you eat. Now, do I believe that there are better foods? Some foods are better than others. Of course, I do. But I try not to sound so restrictive when I talk to my clients about food and about eating, because I think you very well know yourself if something's not really good for you, or it doesn't make you feel good, or it doesn't give you energy, or it upsets your stomach, or whatever. I believe that you know this already. So, me trying to convince you not to eat something or whatever, or tell you not to eat something or do is not really going to be beneficial. So, I just ask my clients to become aware and mindful, and really, before you eat something, just say, okay, looking at your food, being aware of it, and then even giving a little bit of thanks before you eat your food, because I know I talked about gratitude and all, but it sounds remedial, I know, or even like, that's not going to do anything for me to give thanks for my food, but it really will. You'd be surprised how it affects the digestion in our system. So the act of slowing down a little bit, giving thanks for your food, and then consuming it, but then being aware of how do you feel for the next few hours? How did that food make you feel? So that's what I tell my clients. And then, a lot of times they'll say, okay, well, what do you do? Right? Okay, so sure, that's fine. But I don't think, one size fits all. And I don't think everything that works for me is going to work for you. And everything I do fits your lifestyle. So you definitely have to choose your own path as far as the kinds of foods that you do decide to eat, because I know that sometimes lifestyles and where we live and all of these things determine maybe what we have access to or what we have time to prepare. So, and even our budget. So, and I do understand that. But I will just give you a few highlights on me and my eating. But I do try really hard to lean towards whole foods. Okay. Um, I did consume a vegan lifestyle for about I think I was 6 years maybe. Um, and then basically what I did was I was just listening to my body. So I wasn't choosing that lifestyle for necessarily any other reason other than that I wanted to do good for my body. Yes, I do care about the planet, absolutely. So those things do lay on my mind, and I am aware of those. But but I was choosing my diet based on how my body felt. And so as I became a little older, and I'm above 50, and so I did tweak my diet a little bit based on what I felt like I needed. So now we have my mom back home, because I travel now, we do raise backyard chickens, and so I'm always in stock with fresh eggs, and we do raise our chickens organic, and they are free range. They get to run and eat and do the things that chickens do, and so we feed them a good diet, and they eat a good diet, and therefore I feel like these fresh eggs are very good for me, and so I consume eggs in my diet. I too do, for example, like I will use honey to sweeten, say, like my coffee, or if I'm baking something, I might use honey instead of sugar. And I know a lot of you will say, well, honey is sugar, and yes, it is, but in a different form, and it is low glycemic. And so I will use honey, for example, to sweeten something. Um, I think I've mentioned in some of my other videos, like the other day, I grew some microgreens. And so these are fresh broccoli microgreens, and they are delicious. And so these are just little things in small batches that I can do right here, um, in my trailer, and it doesn't take a lot of time, doesn't take a lot of room, doesn't take a lot of attention. And then I've got fresh organic, vegetable to consume in a short period of time, and it's not very expensive. I did order the seeds in order to start these. I did order these organic seeds from online, but there's that. I also have growing just outside here of my trailer. I have some cilantro, fresh cilantro. I have basil growing. I have some tomatoes growing. I have strawberries growing. I have some onions, and I can't remember. I think that's it. But so just little things like that. Now I'll do, but I like it. I have time to do it. And so there you go. I'll do that. One other thing is sprouted. So like this is sprouted bread, but anything that you can get sprouted is very good for your digestion and also for your gut microbiome. So anytime you can do your gut a favor, okay, in way of the foods that you're feeding it. I think a lot of us have heard now about the gut microbiome and how important it is to pay attention to our digestion and what we're putting in our gut, because it does have an effect on our health in a very, very big way. So I just say to my clients, if you're not familiar with sprouted or anything sprouted, just Google and see sprouted foods. What are they? Where you might could get some, and put sprouted foods into your diet if you can. They're very very beneficial. So I don't, like I said, try to tell them in any one sort of way how to or what to eat, because I just know that diet is something that can be very 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 tricky, and it is not a one size fits all. So I don't try to put them in a box when it comes to the food. So I just say, look at it, become aware of what you're eating, and see how you feel day to day to day, day in and day out. And if you can get diversity, okay, so I try to consume different veggies. So I love greens, and I know you hear that a lot, consume your greens. And some of you think, oh, that's so boring, but I get it. But unfortunately, I do believe that greens are very, very good for us. And so I will do the kale, and I do spinach. Oh, that's another thing I have growing is spinach. So I do spinach and kale and, um, oh gosh, the mixed greens that would have like chard in there and bok choy and some of those items. I do that. I do the sweet potatoes. I usually tend to lean toward a sweet potato instead of a regular potato like a russet. I lean towards the sweet potato, or I'll sometimes do the purple potatoes. Beans of all kinds is something that I will do, and lots of veggies. Green peas, green beans, corn. I do like, as far as like raw, I'll do, celery and carrots and some broccoli and, just different things like that. But the main point here is if you can get diversity, get different things into your system. Try not to eat the same things over and over and over and over. And maybe some of you do that because you say, hey, these are the only foods that I don't have a reaction to, or they don't upset me. But if you can get diversity in your diet, I recommend it. And like I said, it's moreover one of those things where you have to just slow down and become aware some of us just eat and we don't really think about what we're eating. We just eat, right? So slow down if you can a little bit. Think about your food. Um, Allow your body to be in more of a calm state if you can while you eat, as opposed to feeling rushed or stressed out. And I think that will do you wonders. Of course, I do recommend water as much as you can, but fluid in general is good. But of course, I don't recommend sodas. But that's me. I do not drink sodas. I will drink something of like the mineral water, or yeah, or kombuchas. If you know about kombuchas, look those up. I do drink some kombuchas, but I stay away. I stay away from sodas just because they seem to be so sugar laden. So I don't do those. But there again, just recommending that you just can pay attention if possible, and just realize what you're eating. Look at it, study it, and see how it makes you feel on a day-to-day basis. And if you don't like how your diet is quote unquote treating you, right? See if you can make some changes. So anyway, these are the things I wanted to share. This is coming from my pyramid again: sleep well, move well, eat well, love well, and think well. So I'll come back on another video and we'll move to love well from the pyramid. Have a great day, everyone. This is Kelly with the Well Life. And remember, your lifestyle is a choice. Choose well.